friends, today I want to offer you a gentle practice. If you've been at work all day and hunched over a computer or at the wheel, or just have a lot of tightness in the low back, or even in the neck and the shoulders, this class is for you. Now, obviously, Captain is joining me today in Shavasana. He doesn't have much to offer. But if you want to, we're going to join him on the mat in a child's pose. Option, if you have a bolster at home, is to use your bolster in this first part as we begin to bring the knees wide, big toes touch, hips sink into the heels, and then from here we're going to walk our hands forward. Again, you can bring yourself to a bolster, or if you don't have a bolster at home, that's okay. We're just going to extend the arms long. And then I want you to begin to sway the hips gently side to side. And begin to let the body melt towards the mat. Bring the forehead to the floor. Let's go ahead together and inhale deeply. Send your inhale all the way to the tail. Exhale, open mouth, side out. 2 more cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Fill the belly, open mouth, exhale, side out. Last breath, inhale. Deepest one yet, fill the whole back side of the body. Feel the ribs expand. Big cleansing breath out. Now maybe just let the breath find a normal pace as you begin to feel the spine lengthen from the crown to the tail. Maybe spend a moment here rocking the forehead side to side, massaging the forehead. Option here is to stretch through the arms by fingertipping the hands. So spider tip those hands, lifting the arms off the mat, hollow out the armpits. Take an inhale. Exhale, softly melt the arms back down to the mat. And just to take a moment here to ground, let the hips open. Take a moment to allow the sensation of the pose to come to the awareness. Maybe you notice that you're broadening across the sacrum. Maybe you're beginning to notice a little sensation in the groin. I want you to see if you can relax the body in those areas of tightness and rigidity. Soften them with the breath. Take one more nice inhale. And then on your exhale, start to join me in a tabletop. Reaching those hands back under the shoulders and crawling yourself up. Walking the knees in underneath the hips. Let's sway the hips gently side to side. Maybe do a couple hip circles. So imagining that your tailbone is lining the inside of an oil barrel. Maybe rocking out the head, rocking out the shoulders, reversing your circles of the hips and of the shoulders. And when you feel like that spine has awakened and stretched out, we can start to tuck the toes and meet me in a first gentle downward facing dog. Now this might be the first downward dog of the day, so we're going to go really easy. Our feet are going to be in line with our knees and our hips. And we're going to slowly pedal the feet, so walking out the dog. Not aiming here to have length through the back of the legs, but more length through the spine and hugging the ribs in as we walk it out and stretch through the back of the leg. I do want you to activate, though, the pose by imagining that your hands are turning the lid of a mason jar. So an inward rotation towards one another activates the hands and stabilizes and secures your downward facing dog. So we're still pedaling out the feet, finding some movement in this downward facing dog. And then I want you to take an inhale, pause, and a big open mouth exhale. Again, you can have a nice bend in the knee. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. On this next inhale, let's come to bear pose. So I want you to come to the tiptoes. I want you to bend the knees and hover them, gazing forward and crouching. Gazing ahead, take an inhale. Exhale, go ahead and slide those knees to the floor. Slide the palms forward and meet me in a puppy pose. So in puppy pose, we're opening through the chest. We can place our forehead to the mat. Our hips are right over our knees. Or if there's availability for you in this pose, you can bring your chin to the mat and gaze forward. That might not be available yet at this point in the practice, so you can just bring the forehead to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's go ahead and inhale, gaze forward. I want us to shift forward. Begin to stack the shoulders over the elbows, walking those knees, making sure they're in line with the hips. Turn on the belly. We're in this modified forearm plank. So I want you to knit the ribs together, draw the belly button to the spine. And then from here, we're going to slowly slide our heart forward to the mat into Sphinx pose. Again, we're making the number 11 with the hands. The palms are turned down. And then I want you to feel as if you're sliding the chest through the arms, and the arms are dragging the mat back towards the knees. So nothing happens that's visible in the change in the body, but what you start to feel is a deep opening across the abdominals and the chest. My elbows and my hands are pressing down into the mat. Breathing in. On the exhale, let's go ahead and bend the right knee and look over the right shoulder. You can point or flex the foot, whatever is most comfortable, but I want you to begin to feel that quad stretch and the hamstring turn on. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, recline the foot down, gaze over the left, lift the left leg. So I'm stretching through the neck. I'm still opening the chest by pressing into the arms. Take an inhale. And then exhale. Let's go ahead and recline the chest all the way down. Slide the palms under the shoulders and press back up into a tabletop. Walking the hands underneath the shoulders. Drop the belly for a cow pose. Inhale. Soften the elbows. Exhale, cat round the back, tuck the chin in, gaze between the knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then join me in a neutral spine. Let's go ahead and strengthen through the back body. So we're going to extend the left arm and the right leg, opposite arm and opposite leg. So what I want you to think about is an arrow, and your body is straight. Thumb up, toes down. Strong right hand pushes down into the mat, and we zip up the core. Take an inhale. Exhale, cat round the back, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cat round tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Last extension, inhale. And your exhale, tabletop. Opposite side, right arm extends, thumb up. Left foot extends. And we stabilize the pose by pressing down with the left hand right foot is pressing down into the mat. That's going to help me turn on my core. Imagine that you have length coming through the crown of the head all the way through that rear heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, cat round tap, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Last extension, inhale. And exhale, tabletop. Let's sweep the left arm up, teeing the arms, turning the wrist. And exhale, threading the needle. So the left shoulder comes to the mat, the left ear comes to the mat. And then my right hand can come to my sacrum, making sure my hips are in one line. I can let the back of the hand fall and start to see if you can find the top of that left leg. Sometimes we are really tight across the chest, so that doesn't happen. We can just ground the hand to the sacrum, or we're also welcome to extend that right arm long, making a 4 with the arms. While you're here, I want you to think about the chest and the heart space turning up towards the ceiling. Soft inhale. Nice exhale. One more inhale. On the exhale, ground the right hand and left arm lifts. Tee the arms, turn the wrist. Ground the left hand, right arm sweeps up, inhale. Turn the wrist, and then on the exhale, sweep the arm, threading the needle, back of the hand comes to the mat. Again, the left hand can come up, stabilize the hips in one line, and then we can take the back of the hand to the sacrum and slide it down the right leg. Again, if the heart space is not open or that's too tight for the shoulders, ground the hand to the sacrum. You can even put a gentle pressure there with the heel of the hand, or option to extend that left arm long. Again, the heart space is turning up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. One more open mouth exhale. Inhale, slides the left arm back under the shoulders, sweep that right arm up, turn the wrist, inhale. And exhale it down. Let's do that little flow one more time. Tuck the toes, hips high, downward facing dog. And again, pedaling out the heels. Not letting the belly fall forward, but draw belly button to spine. Activate the arms by imagining you're opening mason jars. Pedal one at a time. Maybe you even tick-tock the hips, left and right. Feel your downward facing dog and feel your inhales and your exhales. Pause on an inhale, come to the tippy toes. Exhale, bear pose. Send the hips back, cover the knees. And then slowly drop the knees and slide those arms forward for a puppy pose. Either the chin, if the body allows, to the mat, or the forehead. I want you to really think about walking those fingertips forward to stretch out through the front body. Take a breath in. On your exhale, slowly begin to lift the shoulders, stacking them over the elbows. So our knees are a little bit behind our hips, and that's okay. I want you to be able to activate the core. So knit those ribs together. Feel the belly turn on. Modified forearm plank. Press down into the palms. Press down into the forearms. Breathe in here. And then on your exhale, begin to slide the legs back. for a full Sphinx pose. Heart's lifting, broaden across the collarbones. Gaze is up. Nice belly breath in. Exhale, bend the right leg, look over the right shoulder. Inhale forward. Exhale over to the left. Inhale forward. Exhale, melt the chest all the way down. Slide the palms under the shoulders and press back to a tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat round the back. Cow pose, inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, last time for cow. And cat on your exhale. Join me at a neutral spine. On an inhale, sweep the right arm up, turn the wrist, and exhale, thread the needle. Back of the palm and the arm to the floor. Let that cheek settle towards the floor, and again, that left arm can extend forward. It can press down into the sacrum, or you can bind. Wherever you are, I want you to level the hips and turn the heart up towards the ceiling. Gentle twist. Should feel a nice stretch come behind the scapula. You've got one more inhale here. And then we're going to exhale, sweep it down, lift that right arm up, turn the wrist. Exhale it down, left arm sweeps up. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm to the mat, left cheek. Right arm can extend long. Find your bind. Find your counter pressure to the sacrum. We can turn the heart towards the ceiling by pressing the back of that left palm into the floor. Breathe here, softly inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, sweep that right hand down, left arm up. And bring it back to the floor. Spinal strengthening. I didn't forget it. I may have tricked you thinking that we were going to pass it this time, but we're not. Right arm extends, thumb up. Left leg kicks back. Draw that body straight like an arrow. Top of that rear foot presses down into the mat. My palm on the left side is pressing down. This helps me activate my core. Take an inhale. Exhale, cat round the back and tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, last cat round tap before you inhale, extend. Exhale, release, tabletop. Inhale, left arm long, right foot back. So again, I want you to think about straight as an arrow, tucking the chin, pressing down into the palm and the top of that left foot. Belly button lifts, inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and tap. Inhale, extend. This is your last one. As you cat round tap. Inhale, last extension. Exhale, tabletop. Walking the knees wide. Big toes touch. We're going to end where we started in a child's pose. So we're going to walk our arms forward. Forehead comes to the mat. Again, rock the hips side to side. Let that chest melt towards the floor. As we're ending here, you can bring your bolster, if you have one at home, between the legs and find a more restorative child's pose. Let's all take one big last breath together. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, cleansing breath. Exhale it out. Let the body come and settle down into the mat. heart rate settle. Maybe take one more moment with your awareness of the body, sending breath to our particular place that needs oxygenation and restoration. And as we close our practice out here, I want you to soften into the final child's pose, taking your rest.